Yes, can I order a large pizza for dine-in? You can put it under Doughboys. So basically what we want to do is we wanted to see what is the best pizza place in the Lehigh Valley. And a lot of people think that the best pizza place is the place closest to them. I don't agree with that, but I understand that's where your allegiance lies. Or so maybe nostalgia. And I want to go outside my comfort zone, and I want to try everybody's best pizza. So basically I got 7 of my good friends together, and we all chose their best pizza places, and we're going to go to them all consecutively in one day. I don't know why you're getting off here, but... Oh, yeah, Phillipsburg, I'm sorry.
Is there more than one?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I didn't know that.
We're going to create a scientific data analysis of all the pizza, and everyone's going to enter their scores in. And at the very end, we're going to have a statistician go through, and he's going to quantify all the results.
A statistician or one of us?
Whoa!
Big moves.
So what are the criteria?
We went through a lot of debate over this, and we're doing cheese, sauce, crust, and the special X Factor. I bet this should win the X Factor for most mob owned. Purely cash. You know, very weird, very old school.
I feel like the X Factor can be different at every place you go, because each place is going to have a different X Factor about it. Like, they can't all be ranked on the mob owned scale.
We're going to your place first, Dan. Where are we going?
We're going to Nicolosi's, a New Jersey tradition.
Very loosely Lehigh Valley. I'm already skeptical.
Oh, it's in the valley. It all drains into the Delaware.
Okay,
watershed.
sure. Pizza.
Garbage on this way.
Oh, welcome to New Jersey.
And for me, I'm probably going to start with an X factor of around 5 for everyone, and they can earn or lose points depending on that X factor. Like, this place is already losing points because we had to go to New Jersey to get this pizza.
Closer to New York, which is...
I feel like we need to figure out this X Factor thing, though.
All right, so how about this? If there's a X Factors just for fun, but if there's a mathematical tie, the X Factors will decide.
I like that.
But, like, still, what's the X Factor?
I always thought the X factor was an attribute. What the fuck?
X Factor.
X Factor's like Papa John's is owned by Papa John's, so that's like a negative 200.
Well, what about the garlic
They
dipping
kicked him out
sauce?
of the company. He's not
The garlic dipping sauce, or that pepper if you guys are whack-doodles. You like that?
Yeah, I like it.
It could be anything.
This is the urgent care center, or the orthopedic care center. What is this place?
Have you never been here?
No, I've never been here.
If we're putting spices on them, I think we should do spiceless.
I would say spicy.
Okay, now spicy.
I'm going pure.
Eat it as it's served.
It was greasy. No public lavatory in there. I do have to piss. But that's not my X Factor.
Also, in the same way, it's not my X Factor. I also have to piss, but
You want to go pee in those bushes over there?
I would say, like, overall.
I'm saying that's could factor into your score.
9.
9. Oh, wow.
Ooh, what was your X Factor?
Just general ambiance. Like, is it a place that you want to be while eating your pizza? I appreciated the autographed Bill Murray picture on the wall and the no hair combing sign because I don't like it when people comb hair while I'm trying to eat my pizza.
Cheese, 7.8. Sauce, 7.3. X Factor for the mob, 8.3.
And the X Factor, you're going to hate me for this, but I'm going to give it a 4.5. I will say the ambiance is exactly what I expect and want out of a pizza place, but I think the threshold of inconvenience outweighed it, where it's like a long drive, no bathroom, and cash only.
wow, smart.
I thought the cheese was good, actually. I like the spices they use. I'm gonna give it a 7.5.
Nice.
Do the spices really have to do with the cheese?
Oh yeah, they're in there, buddy.
I think it's more as a sauce.
There were spices in the cheese.
The sauce, in my opinion, very forgettable. I'm gonna give that a 6.5. And the X factor, I'm still going with the fact that you could be resuscitated because you're in the St. Luke's. You're right next to a St. Luke's facility here, which some people might think is weird. If you go too hard with the pepperoni, they might be able to jumpstart you back up.
All right, cheese, I give it a 9. I loved it.
The cheese was good. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crust, I give it a 4. Unpopular
Wow.
opinion,
Wow.
but it was too thin for me.
Too thin.
Too thin.
Oh,
I do
man.
appreciate that it was crispy, but it just didn't have structure.
She likes her pizza and her men.
And my X factor is like a general sense of hostility. I'm a little uncomfortable, so I give it a 5.
Sauce, 6.7. I thought it was kind of generic sauce. And the X factor, I have it a 7.1 because I did like the mob ties. And I like a pizza place with a lot of stuff on the walls and booths. So
Those are classic booths.
I like a classic. It's just kind of like a classic old school pizzeria, which I enjoyed.
Something you would pile into with your friends from high school.
Went with a 6 for the cheese because I thought it was too much cheese.
Oh.
It was
Too
like
much
What?
cheese.
Crazy.
It was a disgusting amount of cheese. It was too much cheese.
Do you like pizza?
It was just too much for me, and it was
Yo.
too oily.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
very oily.
I'm surprised nobody said anything about the grease yet.
It was
You
so
throwing it in there.
so greasy. That's why I gave it a 6. It was
okay.
That's part of the
Yeah.
experience.
I actually had to try the sauce separate from the cheese because there was nothing there. It was just all cheese. I took the cheese off at the top and I
That's a pro
tried some
move.
of the cheese or the sauce because I wanted to try.
I did that too, but I made eye contact with Elena while I was licking it. Sorry.
So I gave it a 6.8. And then my X factor was gonna be the pictures on the wall because I thought they were great. I love the pictures on the wall. But then someone pointed out no bathroom, so I was like, what the fuck? I was looking forward to using a bathroom. So I gave it a 3.
Cheese, greasy, very greasy, but I liked it. It was plentiful. I got grease all over my fingers. Look at this beautiful grease. And eating the crust at the end, because I ate all my crust, didn't feel like a chore. That's a 6 point. No, that's a 7.
Branches in your hair or something.
No,
Yeah,
it's
there's
just
like a little leaf.
You absolutely have a branch.
Where? What the heck? Where was I? My X factor was that there was a picture of a policeman holding a snake. I don't like cops. I don't like snakes. So that's negative points.
No, but it shows that policemen are all snakes.
But I do appreciate the mob ties that are very apparent in that place. So I think those two factors cancel each other out. I'm going straight down the middle, 5 for my X factor
Nice,
score.
wow.
That doesn't have anything to do with anything at this point.
Nice.
Literally like your first grader at their first like dance recital. You're getting
Is that our
judged.
last rating?
Yes, that is
Nice. What's one? We're all legally required to eat them.
Cheese at 7.9, which was higher than Nicolosi's. I thought that cheese was great. I thought it was pretty good.
It was delicious.
Yeah, it was delicious. But sauce, 4.2. That was absolute garbage. It came right. They just strained fucking canned pasta garbage, ravioli garbage. So the X factor was that it was runny and wet, and it gets a 4.
I have cheese at a 5. Maybe an uncommon opinion. I didn't think it was anything to write home about. Not bad, but not great. And my X factor was on cohesiveness. Everything seemed to like slide around on the pizza, which is kind of similar to Dan's, but I have a 4 for my X factor.
Yeah, I think if everybody would have waited and let it be less hot.
Sauce was too much of a lubricant.
I barely had any cheese
lubricant?
on mine.
Yeah.
Like, I like the taste of the sauce, contrary to Dan, but I also agree that it was a little bit too like a lot too wet. And so I will give you some backstory to.
We got back.
So I used to go to Westgate Pizza all the time, but I haven't been back in 2 years because the guy who was working there, I was eating my pizza by myself there, and he came over to me and he said in a really quiet voice, he's like, "Hi, like you seem like really nice," and I was like, "What?" And this goes on for a few minutes until he somehow gets my Instagram handle, and then he sent me messages on Instagram every 2 days for 2 years. So I haven't been back in a long time, and so my X Factor, I'm gonna say, is a 7 because he wasn't there today, and it was exciting to get to go back.
Oh, okay.
Is this still happening?
Oh, I finally blocked him. I kind of like the.
I gave it a 6.
Okay.
I thought it was pretty good. Some questionable distribution between slices. Some of them looked a little heavy, some of them a little light.
Yours was light.
I was okay with the amount of cheese that I had, but I also wouldn't have been offended by more cheese. X Factor, I went with a 4. It's directly adjacent to a kids' trampoline park, and so I come to this pizza place occasionally on my lunch break because I work not too far from here, and I've been sitting there eating my pizza, and then I'm like, wow, I hope no one thinks I'm a creepy dude watching the kids in the trampoline park. I'm just trying to eat my pizza.
It's gonna be the bonus.
Also, it's a little unclear what their policy is on combing, so I don't know what to do.
Though cheese, I thought it was very forgettable. It seemed like straight mozzarella, not a good blend in my opinion. I like a good cheese blend. And I had a big chunk in my mouth, and I kind of chewed it, and it kind of, yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna give that like a 4. I hate sweet sauce, and that sauce was fucking sweet as hell. Tasted like fucking. When you said SpaghettiOs, I couldn't get it out of my fucking brain. Tasted like SpaghettiOs.
Tasted like they took all the noodles out of. They went to a can of.
They just strained it.
Yes, they did. That's
They
what
strain it with a mop bucket.
So
Hey, it's Luis.
yeah. From work. We work with that guy. X Factor, I'm gonna go straight down the middle because that place is so fucking boring inside, and like the pizza was kind of boring too.
Cheese. Okay, cheese. Because it was so slidey, I gave it a 5. It tasted good, but it just didn't stay in place. Crust, I like to fold my pizza, and I could not fold it. It resisted the fold, and so I gave it a 2.
Whoa.
Sorry! I felt like the last location was quite hostile, and this location was very friendly. I think they had no idea what we were doing, but they were trying really hard to be accommodating, and so I gave them an 8.
So the cheese, I thought tasted great.
Oh, big cheese fan.
It was not attached to the pizza. It was just on there,
Yeah.
but loose, floating on sauce.
on an island.
But
It was nice.
because of that, other people's cheese fell off, and I put it on my pizza, so I had extra cheese. I thought, and I loved the way it tasted, so I'm saying 8.
Oh, I like that.
over here.
What?
Josh!
Hey, it's Josh.
Josh!
Josh!
Josh, do your run!
What up?
I still didn't know who it was.
I was like yelling his name.
All I saw was a scraggly beard.
We're hitting up
You
8
guys
pizza.
smoking weed?
We're hitting I have to point out, you pulled in, and Dan immediately said, "What the fuck's wrong with this guy? He's not doing the pull through."
I thought about that
He's
as I
like,
got out of the car.
he's a fucking maniac. And then
Doesn't
he
Mary
came-
always yell at you for not doing that?
But she's talking to Amy about your love life.
I got that confused with pulling out.
Yeah, that's pull out.
You get a guest judge.
I've never been there.
Oh.
I can't imagine that's gonna be your best one though.
Where was I? SpaghettiO
Yeah.
sauce. I thought it was great. I'm gonna say 7. I love the way it tasted. I don't care. They had a bathroom, so a 7. But there was no soap or paper towels in there.
Oh!
So the people who made our pizza did not have clean hands.
I'm going in the kitchen.
I'm going 3.
My slice, I felt, was distributed very well with the cheese sauce.
Yours looked good. You could see like sauce there.
Yeah. maybe I had the only slice that was able to fold. Also, did you see that guy? What just happened? All right. So the crust, I was the only one that was able to fold my crust, but I lowered it because no one else could fold their crust. I love SpaghettiOs. I just don't want SpaghettiOs sauce on my pizza. And my X factor was that it was in the mall, and we used to go to the mall all the time growing up, so it was just nostalgic for me to be in the mall and get pizza. So I gave it a 7.
Wolfman said, "Is that the Crunchwrap wife?" And can I make her an indecent proposal for one? No! The answer to that is no. Bill back there is he's gonna beat your ass, and so is she.
Very large pizza place.
Run! What the heck?
Authentic Caribbean jerk chicken.
Oh.
They really but they gotta change the name of that. Jerk off?
Bethlehem has a backdoor bake shop and a jerk off.
Our next competition.
The jerk off?
A jerk off?
We are close to the green door.
Hello. Get your sneezy self out of here.
Hi.
All right, come on.
She's like, hello, everybody. Welcome to my home.
Is Duke the X Factor?
Yes.
Sliced up.
Can I have the next one? Because I want the bubble.
Looks like Boyle Neck, a kid that me and Chris went to middle school
You want it?
Yeah, give me Boyle Neck slice.
X Factor going up.
Fucking laugh.
Deep in thought over there. Get away. So gentle.
He's so gentle. If I don't let go, he won't force me to take it. Get it? All right, I'll do it to you.
I'm eating all mine, buddy.
Have like an extra slice from each place and just create this crazy amalgam.
Whoa.
Different slices.
But we didn't have any
You
extra.
take the cheese off of one and put it on the sauce.
The perfect slice.
Why'd you pick brick?
I picked the brick because they have really good pizza, obviously. Well, obviously that's why I picked it, not obvious it's really good.
Cheese, average, 6. Crust, average, 6.
Average would technically be 5.
It's average for me. X Factor, we can't play Pinbot. So
I'll play pinball.
The sauce. I had no sauce on mine.
what?
I had 0 sauce.
The sauce is really good.
Like a 0.
I tried to scoop up one little tomato to try it, but I couldn't. So 5.
She knows about those tomatoes. Look over there.
Yeah, look at those
Fucking
tomatoes.
They're ripening up, baby.
It's close to home, and it's always been great takeout food, so I'm gonna go with mine.
But you
Grandma's all the way.
have to go to jury duty.
One day I will not be able to get this pizza.
That's our address out there.
Yeah, stop!
I think it had a good toasty bubbliness, and I thought it was a good blend. Unlike the last pizza we had, which was straight mozzarella, all one color. This, had good color. X Factor. I like the box. I think the box is. Look at this fucking box. Good screen
Show the
print.
inside.
It is exciting that there's a extra graphic on the inside.
Damn.
I gotta change my scores now.
So that's supposedly fancy on the inside, which I hate. The box is positive. The fanciness of the place is a negative.
So you want the box to be fancy, but you don't want the place to be fancy.
Well, yeah.
Okay.
I will say, I think this was actually my favorite slice of pizza so far, and I think I've been fairly generous with my rating, so my scores are gonna have to be a little bit higher. And I would say, my biggest thing, I felt like the ratio was really good. For X Factor, I love visiting your guys' house, but I feels disingenuous to rate brick on your house. But I will say that having it in the car with us on the way home meant that I spent longer focusing on the smell of it, which got me more amped to eat the pizza. So that was good, and I will give you guys a 1.5 for.
I thought it was way underdone. I don't like it that style. It was limpy. It was puffy. It wasn't what I want. 4.7. Cheese, perfectly average. I mean, it wasn't good. It wasn't bad. It was a 5. And then sauce, 6.6. I went with. I had a bunch of little tomato seeds in there, which I thought was a little interesting. I got a little crunch on them. That was good. I like the sweetness of it. I thought it was great. And then my X factor was a 6 because we had a lot of fun running away. That's like a little.
I didn't love the cheese. It felt a little tough, and so I gave it a 5.
You didn't even finish your slice.
I'm at half slices at this point, but it's very important for me to fold it. Crust, I gave it an 8. This is a really nice fold. This is the best fold I got. Sauce, I gave it a 5. I really don't like fresh tomatoes, and I do think it tastes very fresh, so that's good for someone, but not me. And then my X factor is Duke, and it's a 9.
You got 9, buddy.
Cheese, I gave it a 7. I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't exceptional, but I thought it was a very good amount of cheese. And it didn't all slide off the slice. Sauce was also pretty good. I gave it a 7. I thought there was a good amount of it, and it was pretty good flavor-wise. Crust was good. It was foldable. Maybe a little thicker than I'd like, but overall pretty good, and I gave it a 7. I thought it seemed pretty nice in there. They had a nice bar, and there were TVs, but the important thing is that there was a man in there that looked like Sylvester Stallone, so I gave it a 9.
And then I do enjoy the fresher sauce with the tomato chunks. Also, Duke's just licking his dick while I do this whole thing. The sauce, I did enjoy that. I have sauce out of 7, and my X factor is 10 for Duke. Duke is my X factor. Look at this guy.
He is just really going down.
He is going to town. Where else can you enjoy a slice and sit with a dog on your lap?
He's
looking at his
loving
own dick?
He is not opting for the jerk off. He's going for the full self.
He's going straight Marilyn Manson.
Yeah.
Duke did have one of his ribs removed.
Dude. What's up with this crust?
And my X factor is 0 because Chris cheated.
First 0 of the day. Scarface was not Italian.
Is that a cockroach stuck under the cheese?
I would have gave it higher actually, but that roach.
It was a basil leaf.
What cheese? Look at this. I'm missing a bunch of cheese. I thought every bite tasted just like hard